Games commentary.
Hello, this is the Jack of Strategy Games commentary, bringing you another Supreme Commander 2 game. It's a free on Igneous, I think it's pronounced. I have no idea. Well, on one team we've got myself, who's UEF, we've got Supreme, who's Cybran, and we have Ruffle King, who's Cybran. Well, our frontline defense on land is about a week there, and we're up against Binary, who's Aeon, oh balls. Dark Assassin, who's Cybran, who looks like he's going straight for a naval factory there. You can see it queued up right there, see it? And he's building it. And there's Lobster, who's Cybran as well, and who's at the back, so he's obviously going air. He could go destroyers, but air would be the more logical step, because he can't allow me to go air after all, and that's exactly what I am doing. Looks like Ruffle King is also adapting the same tactic Dark is. He's going naval, or at least mostly naval. It looks like he's pushing his comm up front to do some land as well, and Supreme is investing fully in land, but it's only a stopgap measure until I get some form of land, bombers to, you know, kill the tanks and such. It will just be sniping our loyalists. You can see I'm getting some planes out, Lobster's getting some planes out. Lobster's invested in getting planes out very early, even assisting with his comm there. Unfortunately, that means he's going to sacrifice some of his late game economy as a result. You can see he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 planes. I've only got 4 planes, and my plane being weaker is a big problem. I did try to get behind him, and there's 1 plane dead, but yeah, there's 2 of mine dead. Not looking good for me. I did kill 2 of his planes though, so it's a start. It's a start. Yeah, you can see here Ruffle King getting the land factory up, as well as spamming 1 destroyer so far. It looks like that factory's been taking damage. Yep, it looks like Dark is more progressed through getting naval out. He's got 2 destroyers out, he's got a 3rd one built, and Ruffle King's too busy trying to get a 2nd gantry out that he's not building any more destroyers. That's going to cripple himself. And you can see Dark's destroyer unhindered in the middle here, just wreaking havoc on that extra mass point, and that can make huge difference. I'm just moving planes about, just trying to deter Lobster's planes. I've got to maintain air superiority so I can deal with those cruisers as quickly as possible, but I'm just, at this point I'm just relying on Ruffle King to hold them off. And it was like Dark is pushing a handful of bots forward. They're not going to do much damage in that number, but they can accumulate very quickly, especially with Binary also spamming tanks, and it's also spamming a lot of PD. I'm not sure why that is, but here we go. Dark's being aggressive with the destroyers. That 1 destroyer is not going to stand a chance, and it is not looking good at all for Ruffle King. His factory is going down, his mass points are going down, and at least I'm killing Lobster in the air. There we go, I've killed all of Lobster's planes. That gives me some breathing room. Now would be the time to actually switch to some destroyers. Bombers. If I had flying destroyers, that would be awesome. Here we go, Ruffle King's trying to get destroyers out in the back there. He's actually been bringing them up to the front to help with the land units, but the destroyers in that respect aren't going to be very helpful. Looks like he's focusing fire on that destroyer, but those bots are just going to eat them. And here comes Dark's destroyers. That factory doesn't stand a chance of 3 of them there. Factory is quickly dealt with. Ruffle King retreats with his destroyer there, and he's using his comm very effectively as a defense. With the destroyers looming on me, I very quickly switched to bombers, and I even try to build a factory up, but it serves no purpose whatsoever and just dies. Here you can see Lobsters bombing the land force while I'm nowhere in sight, unfortunately. I do go in for the kill here, but that 180 tower can actually switch this battle, and I'm actually losing it. Time to retreat. All the while, it seems I've got enough bombers out to deal with the destroyers, however, and it's almost dead. There we go, dead. Just 2 more to deal with, 3 more, 4, 5, 6 more. Oh god. I'm just relying on Ruffle King and Supreme to hold off the front, and I can quickly deal with the destroyers now. At least I have enough bombers to get rid of them one at a time, and that's even jump jets on them. So at least they're fragile. Okay, that's all the ones near me dealt with. Now I can rebuild and help Ruffle King out somewhat. They definitely have the mass advantage over us, claiming 2 islands, but we've only claimed the one. Ruffle King's using those destroyers very aggressively, and Binary's bringing out the sniper bots to deal with the destroyers on land. Great call, and here comes some planes from Lobster, and he's waiting for the moment to strike. He's waiting for the moment to strike. And there's a destroyer's jump jetting into Ruffle's base. And here comes the planes. I don't have nearly enough interceptors here. I draw them across the factories in the hope of whittling them down somewhat, but it's not going to help much. I do quickly switch back to interceptors, but it's going to take some time to rebuild. It's just a matter of getting rid of these destroyers for now. Now there's one left, and Dark hasn't built any more. He's just got one in reserve, so that's something for us. Destroyer's still alive, but got bigger problems if Lobster's trying to hunt down my bombers. It's just a matter of building some interceptors now, and we can actually recover from this. Ruffle King being very aggressive with his destroyers here, which is fortunate because he gets one bombed, and the other two are just sniper botted to death. Dark trying to jump jet with his destroyer just so it doesn't get bombed. It did save it, but still not enough. And here comes Lobster trying to go for my bombers once again. Now I just have to kill as many as I can before I flee, and that worked well. Happy with that. Time to continue helping Ruffle King. It's not looking good for Ruffle King. But that's that destroyer down again. And there goes Supreme's Calm, and at this point, unfortunately, Dark does drop out of the game just about now. Any moment now. Not that it matters. I mean, I've kicked him onto this island here with my subs. There he goes. It is unfortunate, but I'd like to say I was pushing him back with my bombers and my subs, so I'd like to say even if he's still in the game, he'd still be hard pushed to do anything useful. But unfortunately, I'm powerless at helping Supreme here. There's just so many bots here, I just didn't have enough bombers to deal with them, and here comes Lobster coming in to kill them as well. I'm far too unaware here, and he does get quite a few kills there. But luckily I do have a lot of interceptors here, I could get quite a few kills, but he's not even going to give chase. It's just a matter of killing all of these before Supreme loses his last engineer and factory, unfortunately. Unfortunately, I'm not going to get the chance. Here they come. Yes, focus firing on the factory is not a chance. Not a chance. Just too many tanks. I need a whole lot more bombers than they are building, but right now all I can do is hold them off until Ruffle King can rebuild. Supreme gives up, not sacrificing any more research to the enemy. And here comes Lobster trying to bomb the comment. Oh god, can he let another bombing like that happen? Luckily the planes do glitch out someone and stop bombing. Lobster just try to fix them, but it's already too late, and luckily Ruffle King lives to survive some more. But here comes Binary coming for the attack. But I have a lot of bombers out, so yay me. Sending my subs along to Lobster so he doesn't try to switch to naval at any point. I can also always use them to grief anything that's on the coast like these points here when the time comes, but for now I'm too busy concentrating on killing this land force, trying to save Ruffle King. I do have the cluster bomb upgrade, so that makes it a whole lot easier. You can see the land force is just melting away. Not a chance for Binary here at this point, so it's all good for me. Lobster is rebuilding his air force, so it's still anyone's game at this point. We are still hugely on the defensive, however. And there goes Binary is turning away. He's not going to regroup his army, knowing full well they're not being able to advance any further. And well, with Dark dealt with in the naval aspect, look at that, a nice shiny little cruiser for me. That will help my subs. Lobster is bombing them while they're surfaced. I am trying to kill that factory, but he has noticed the subs. He does manage to bomb one, so I submerge the rest. But there's a Nisik over here he might not be aware about, and there they go. Also try to force fire on the subs, but it's not going to help him, and I may get the factory as well. And here comes Binary for a second wave. Luckily I've got all these bombers here to do the work. Here they go. And a nice little strike there, and here comes Lobster's air force as well. All the while my subs and cruisers are killing his back base, so once he loses his planes, he's out. And I have a lot of planes here. A lot. Ruffle King does suicide his common A sniper bots, which is unfortunate. I didn't show it, but he did have the nanobot weapon. It's just a shame Binary had sniper bots. Completely nullifies the nanobot weapon. And there's Lobster giving up, so now it's just Binary. It's obvious whose game it is now. There's nothing Binary can do at this point. There's just nothing. I'm just going to build cruisers, I'm going to build bombers. He's powerless to do anything about me, and Ruffle King's building more destroyers, not that they're going to help. Go for a comm here. Nice little strike here. Ooh, leave him on a fraction of health. Just sacrifice a handful of planes. 10 should do. And here we go with the finishing blow. And there it is. Worthwhile comm kill ever. Time to kill some more bots as they advance. Yeah, it's like shooting fish in a barrel, I guess. Just like shooting fish in a barrel. And they're quickly dealt with to the point where I can ignore them and, well, time to go for the factories. I've got everything around here, killing everything, 3 cruisers and a bunch of subs. Not a chance for Binary anymore, which is unfortunate. Luckily I managed to fight back, kicking and screaming, all the way back to air supremacy and getting a hell of a lot of planes out and, surprisingly, cruisers. Well worth it. To be honest, I still don't know how we won this game. Sure enough, Dark dropping out helped, but I would like to believe that I was pushing him back with my bombers, as well as keeping Lobster at bay with my interceptors. So I'd like to believe that was helping, but I guess at this point we'll never know if I could have kept pushing him back. And it looks like that is, in fact, Binary out of the game. He's no factories, he's just got an engineer left. And there's just, well, there's nothing an engineer can do. Here comes my bombers to kill it. That engineer's not going to live. Got cruisers everywhere. This game went well for me at least. It went badly for Ruffle King and even worse for Supreme, sadly. I could not protect everyone, but luckily I did pull it back in the end and out-spammed everyone. Oh yeah. Never contend with a UEF in the air, especially if you can't keep air supremacy. You're gonna die horribly. Isn't that right, Lobster? The only thing I don't like about this game is I did not get a Mega Fortress out to crash into Lobster's comm. Such a missed opportunity, but one day I will get my vengeance. If you enjoy watching the game, you can check out my channel for more, and you can all subscribe, so, yeah.